I will go ahead and get us going tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. Teresa, hey Teresa, how are you? Good to see you on here too. Um, I had to counter, just Teresa, so you know, I had to counter last week's pig shirt with the flamingos to kind of keep it balanced out. Um, and Want to give Chris Moser something to talk about, I guess, maybe. Uh, anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. And another thing for Teresa, thanks for the strawberry cake. That was delicious. Um, I really enjoyed that. And Hope everybody's doing well. And I'll get going now and quit losing my train of thought. But I wanted to bring up something that we talked about. We talked about it last week on Thursday, and I know not everybody is able to, to be with us on Thursday, especially some of the folks that hop on here. But I wanted to kind of revisit it or dive in a little bit deeper. On Thursday, we're talking about, in our large group setting, we're talking about just the importance of the battle the mental battle that we deal with day in and day out throughout the day, and the importance of being aware of that and taking it a step further is to being willing to not only acknowledge it but do something about it and kind of get it in check. And one of the things that we talked about last week was how important it is for us to have this understanding of, even though bad things will happen, even though, that was kind of the line, and then I will, and then there's our behavior. And it kind of came, I don't know, not full circle, but that it came up again today in a conversation that I was having with a good friend, when we were talking about just in this past week or so, a couple of different people that we've gotten to know and work with in recovery have passed away. And we were discussing that, and then it brought us back to the importance of sometimes just remembering what in recovery we call the serenity prayer. And it's basically just saying that even though bad things will happen, I still will, and it just brought it all back. All the things that we talked about last week, and it just brought back an awful lot of things, sort of stirred those up, because what I think sometimes I forget is, even though bad things are happening, God is still with me, and I need to understand that. And the thing that I wanted us to kind of think about tonight is, when we begin to shift our thinking like that, and even though bad stuff's going to happen, God is with me. And we also, last week, we talked about that 23rd Psalm, verse 4, where it says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, even though death surrounds me, I will fear no evil, because God is with me. And so with that kind of in mind, when we take that posture mentally and spiritually, and we focus that way, our prayer begins to change. And that's what I was thinking so much today when my buddy and I were talking about, especially a young man that we both had met 2 or 3 years ago, and he made an impact on us and was doing so well, and an accident happens, and a fella that's and right in the prime, he passes away, and it doesn't make sense. There's all the questions, the swirls around, and it reminded me that when we begin to think more of an even though I will, even though whatever comes up, I will, our prayer changes, and it goes more from, yeah, God, I'm in a storm. And it goes from I'm in a storm, help me get me out, to God, I'm in a storm and I know you are with me. So, now what? Now lead, God, I'm trusting you. I'm allowing you to lead me. I'm allowing you to guide me. I'm allowing you to hold me, protect me, and comfort me. And I think that really changes the way we view things, because so many things don't make sense. So many things don't line up the way we think they should. And oftentimes discouragement comes and frustration comes, and um, we throw up our hands and we say, all right, God, you're not doing it, so now I'm going to do it. So I really think that even though, that darkest time stuff, that's when somebody passes away suddenly. That's when someone relapses. That's when someone, we lose something. That's just when job stress is pressing. That's when, it seems like our family's falling apart. It seems like when dreams are just drying up. It seems like when we're just so emotionally fatigued and worn out. It's in those times, in that storm, that battle, that we don't just say, God, get me out of this, but we say, God, you are with me. Even though the storm is here, I will focus on you, God. And it's very difficult to do that. And I think we often need reminders, sometimes multiple times during the day. We need a reminder that says, even though it's bad, I know God is with me. And I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick tonight, and just maybe encourage, because I know some of the folks that are on here are in lots of different places, dealing with lots of different things, and lots of questions may be swirling, and you may see just the storm, but it's more to it than that. God is with you. He is with us. He's with you in the midst of it all. And just focus on that. Remind yourself, even though life stinks right now and it's bumpy and it's scary and I'm embarrassed and I just don't know what to do, trust and know that God is with you. And he might not just snatch you right out of it, but he will ride it out with you. And our perspective changes. God, the storm rages, but you are with me, and I am trusting you and leaning into you. So let's do that. Let's try that. I encourage you. Even though it doesn't look good, I know God is with us. So I'm praying for you. If you need anything, reach out. Have a great week. Stay cool as you can. Ron, put on some sunscreen out there by the pool, buddy. And hope to see you guys tomorrow night. If not, check in with us on Sunday. Love you. Have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.